Hi everyone, I'm Sumanth. So we are just continuing with this Numpy series. So in the previous video we just discussed the advantages of Numpy array over list. So now let's discuss what are the basic operations you can just perform on array, Numpy array. So I just imported the Numpy package here. Now let's work on the one-dimensional array, then we can just go with two-dimensional array. So for that I will just create one-dimensional array first. We have already seen, right? If you want to create a one-dimensional array, we can just use some functions available on this Numpy package. So I'm just using np.arrange of, right? I'm just using this function to create Numpy array. So when I just give 5, you can see we just got some 5 values here. It just created an array of 5 values. So I'm just storing that in a variable, right? And now let's perform indexing operation. Now let's see, right? If it is a list, we can just able to access an element, particular element through indexing, right? And also we can just able to slice the list. So if you want a particular part of a list, we can able to slice that, right? Let's see, can we perform this the same thing which you have just performed on list? Can we just perform on array? Let's see now. So for that I'm just using a of, I will just give 0. So when I just give enter, yeah, you can see we just got 0, right? 0 is the first element. So yeah, even on array we can able to perform indexing operation, like we can able to perform indexing. And similarly when I just give a of 1, yeah, you can see indexing is like we are able to access an element through indexing. And if you want to access the last element, right? So you can just give a of minus, I'm just giving a of -1. So you can see when I just give a of -1, you can able to access the last element. So we can able to perform the indexing on array. And also let's see, can we just do slicing? So I will just use a of, I will just starting value as 0 and the ending value as 3. I will just give 3. And when I give enter, so you can see it just sliced the array from 0 to 2, right? Why 2 means we have already seen, right? When we just give the last element as some n value, last element as n, so it will consider only up to n minus 1. So that's the reason only it just considered up to 2. So 0, like 0, 1, 2. So these are when we just, so the indexes are 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2 means these are the 3, right? So that's the reason we just got this. And similarly let's see, let's slice, right? Let's slice the other also. So when I just give 2 to 4, what it will do, it will just slice second index to third index, right? So you can see 2 and 3. Yeah, that's how it would, right? And let's see, can we just do the indexing, like slicing through negative indexes? So I will just give -1 and I will just give -4, right? I will just give -4 and also I will just give step as -1. So you can see 4, 3, 2, right? It just slice it even through the negative indexes. And when I just give a of colon, so you can see when I didn't give anything, so it just considered everything. And similarly when I just give -1, right? So when I just give this kind of operation, so it will just reverse the entire array. So yeah, we can able to perform this indexing and slicing how we just performed with the list. So even you can do this with array also. And let's work with two-dimensional array, right? So for creating a two-dimensional array, I will just copy this which I just used here. And when I will just give np.arrange of 9, right? I will just give 9 values. And in order to convert a two-dimensional array, you can just, in the previous video we have just seen, right? In the video, like how to create different, like what are the different ways you can just create an array. In that video we have just seen what are the different ways you can just create an array. So in that we just discussed you can just create an array with a two-dimensional array in different ways. So yeah, even you can just follow that. But I will, in this video I'm just using another function to you in order to create that. So I will just use a reshape of, 3, 3, right? So 3 comma 3 in the sense 3 into 3. So 9 elements should be present. So see, you can see I just created an one dimensional array with nine elements, and then I just reshaped that to 3 by 3. So when I just print A here, so you can see this is a two dimensional array, right? Yeah, when I just check the n dimension, so you can see it's 2, right? Yeah. Then now let's perform the same indexing slicing operations on two dimensional array. So when I just use A of 0, right, what we will get? So you can see we got the first row, right? This is the first row, 0 1 2. So we just got that. So this slicing operation is similar to that of nested list, right? So this, you can see this is similar to that of the nested list. So even through nested list, how we can able to access? When you just able to access, like when you just give A of 0, it will just give you the first list, right? So yeah, we just got the first list, which is of, here it is row. So that's the reason we just got 0 1 2, and similarly you can just give 2, right? So we just got 6 7 8. And if you want to access, if you want to access here we just got a row, right? If you want to access a particular element in that row, so we can just do, right? So A of 0, we just got first row, and in this we will again slice, we will again get the element through indexing. When I just give 2, so we will just get the 2, right? So yeah, you can see we just got 2. So even if you want to access a particular element in a two dimensional array, so you can just do this method. And if you want to access a particular column, right? So here we just got 0 1 2, like when we just use A of 0 or A of 1 or A of 2, we just got a rows, right? So if you want to get the columns, what you can do means, so I'm just using A of, and here I will just use colon here. It means colon, and I will just give comma here. So it means we are just considering all the rows, and when it comes to columns, we are just specifying after the comma. So we just want to specify the columns, right? So what column we just want? So I just want only, like I just want columns from, like I just want these two columns, right? This 1 and 2, like these two columns. So what we can just do is, we can just give 1 2 3. So you can see we just got only those two columns. So if you want to access a particular column, so you can just follow this method. And yeah, even you can just do this negative indexing also here. So when I just give A of -1, you can see you just given the last row 6 7 8. So yeah, you can just do this in similar way. And so now let's see how can you do indexing with Boolean values, right? So Boolean values means true or false, right? So let's see how can you do that with Boolean values. So when I just give, so for that I will just create another array. So you can see we just have two matrices, so with same elements, yeah, but no problem, we are just here we are just using for demo, right? So yeah, let's work with these two matrices. When I just give A greater than 5, right? When I just give A greater than 5, so what will be the output? So you can see when I just give A greater than 5, so what it did means, so it just applied this operation, A greater than 5 operation, for every element in this matrix, right? For every element it just applied this A greater than 5. So it just checked whether that particular element is greater than 5 or not. So this operation is called as broadcasting. So we will discuss that briefly in a complete video, in another separate video. But for now, you can see when I just give A greater than 5, it just applied this for all the rows available, like all the elements available in that matrix. So you can see when A greater than 5, it just returned true. For other values, it just returned false, right? So yeah, so you can see that. So now if you want to access all the elements which are greater than 5, so what you can just do is, you can just specify that here you can just specify that here, right? A of A greater than 5. So it will just return the elements which we have true here. So here we just have all the, here only these 3 are true, right? so it will only return those 3. So you can see we just got only 6, 7, 8. So this is how you can able to, this is what we called as indexing through Boolean values, right? And similarly you can just do, right, that if you want to replace the elements greater than 5 with 0, right, all the elements, if you want to replace all the elements greater than 5 with 0, so if you want to replace, so you can see I just a of a greater than 5 equal to 0, it means, so what it will do means it will just replace all the elements which are greater than 5, all the elements in the matrix which are greater than 5 with 0. So when I just run this, so when I just print this again here, so you can see it just replaced all the values, right, 6, 7, 8. So these are the only values which are greater than 5, right? So it just replaced that with 0. So similarly you can just perform lot of other operations also. Yeah, this is what indexing and slicing in one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays. And now let's see some basic operations, right? Some addition and subtraction, or how we can just perform. So generally we just have like np dot multiply, add, we just have some few methods also, but we are not discussing methods now. So yeah, if you want to do some addition operation, you can just directly, we can just do a plus b. So when I just give a plus b, so you can just see it will just take a, and so what it will do is it will just take this a and b, it will just do element wise addition operation. A plus b is equal to like 0, 2, 4, you just added that. And similarly when I just give a minus b, right, so you can see it just perform the some subtraction operation. Similarly you can just perform the other operations also, division and multiplication operation. So yeah, so what you have to understand means, yeah, in array we don't, like if you want to add two arrays, you can just able to do it easily, right? So you can just do it with 2 plus operation, but we can't do that with a list. So if you want why, like if you want to know the reason why we can't do with the list, only why we can able to do it with array, so you can just watch the previous video, that is the advantages of array over list. So there we have just discussed everything about this, right? So yeah, so this is the basic operations like indexing, slicing, and some basic operations. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you feel this is helpful, like the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. And thanks for watching.